honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Levy. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey, 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Levy, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Levy, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing is McSorley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now the Falcons are going to line up and go for 2 here. They'll try and run with Freeman, and he will get in to make it 8-0. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Panthers
12.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll run on first down. Levy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Levy. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Ready? All day, dog. Double time. Ready?
Newton on third down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check Mike 45. Great.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
10-2 stop. Not today.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
Oh, well, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Bravo.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns. And that will force a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. Let's see if they do just that. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. McSorley sets to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. His second sack of the night. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there. And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
45.
Third and long, it's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
30 base.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running right, this is Freeman. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Levy. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 now. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Gun. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check that. 780. Check 45. Pick your game up.
Now it's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Falcons 15, Panthers 7.
And his kick here is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Got it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 45 the mark.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah. You don't want none. Express. 45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 45. Mike. Gun. Hey, check Mike 45.
Throwing again. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Gun.
1st down.
45 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son. 45.
From the 50, Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Sit. Ready. Express. Great.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tack McKinley in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Newton. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And no, it's incomplete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That one good for 26 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Going up top, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go. Wide, get wide. Quick the edge. Go. Big grip.
Here's Freeman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.